Trump got elected, they showed Oprah, and they were saying, like, there was, I believe it was like NBC tweeted it. This is our next president. Like, a lot of people wanted Oprah to run, and they felt like if Trump could win, Oprah could win.
When I saw Trump win, I was like, see, you can win outside. You can win if you're coming from outside of politics. I was young when Ronald Reagan was president. I don't remember.
But Ronald Reagan was the governor of California before he was the president. Yes.
Okay, fam. I'm here. I'm going to provide a little commentary. I'm going to give you guys some real brass tacks. I love and respect Kanye West. I'm going to say that up front. And I like Joe Rogan as an interview. So let's go.
Prove himself as a politician, at least somewhat.
Which is an idea that people have thrown out at me
To be governor of California?
to be governor of California.
Not anyone's better than this guy. Just go ahead, start there. You got a shot. Open things up again, man.
But I think my calling is to be. I believe that my calling is to be the leader of the free world. If it's in God's plan, that part of my path is.
Okay. This is no diss to Kanye. Okay. Now, what I'm about to say is either true or is false. Kanye West is either deliberately practicing deception by calling or equating the United States of America as the free world, or he's super confused. It's one of the two. He's either deliberately being deceptive or he's super confused. Okay? It's one of the two. Alright? Now, as far as him thinking his so-called calling is to be the leader of the free world, that also is either him being deliberately deceptive or he is super confused. Super.
To be the governor.
And I'm going to explain why.
That's fine. But my calling is to be the leader of the free world.
So when you say this, like when you say your calling is to be the leader of the free world, what does that mean to you? Does it mean you have a plan that's different than the plans that have been implemented before? Does it mean that you have ideas?
What kind of plan?
Like the plan to be the leader. Like what would you do if you were the leader of the free world?
Great question. This is why I don't even subscribe to Joe Rogan, but just watching this, he's a great interviewer. And that was a great question. And the fact that Kanye answered the question with a question is a clear sign to me that Kanye doesn't know. Kanye is operating within his ego, within what he believes, based on his ego, that he can achieve. He's not really operating in reality. Number one, the United States of America is not the free world. Now, even if he's being politically correct or tactful with that statement, it's still false. Nothing free about the United States of America. This is a white supremacist terrorist nation. That's number one. Number two, Kanye West is a very creative black man. And he's a genius. He's a creative genius. But he does not have the pedigree to be a leader of anything. And that's a fact.
Free world. Like what would be different about the way you would handle things? Like if that's your plan, like what is it about that is your calling?
Let me explain something to you. Let me say something. A leader, a definitive leader, if a leader makes that statement, an interviewer like Joe Rogan could not even respond with a question like that. Like, what is your plan? What do you want to do? And then the leader responds with, what do you mean? A plan. See, that's not a leader, family. A leader is a man. A male leader is an alpha male, top dog. An alpha male knows exactly what he wants to do, knows exactly what he's going to do, and knows exactly how he's going to pull it off or implement it. You see?
Like, why would you want to do that? Like, what do you want to do differently if you were the leader of free world?
Well, there was a couple questions in there. You said, why is that your calling? There's people who will say to me, they'll say, well, music is bigger than politics or more influential than politics, or celebrities are more.
Which is not. Oh, well, music is bigger and more influential.
And I thought of it like if I was a pastor of a 100,000 person church, but then I was also a captain, a sailor, and then we went to war, and I said, I'm gonna man this ship that has.
Again, I gotta interject again. See, I want y'all to understand something. Kanye West is confused. Okay? Just off the fact that his level of thinking is, number one, if he's a pastor of a million congregation church, and then he tries to juxtapose that to a captain of an army. This Kanye West is confused. Okay, family? And he's confused because Kanye West is a genius, a creative genius, a black man who's a creative genius, and he's young. But Kanye West has an operating system. His brain is a computer. And the operating system in Kanye West's brain is a European operating system. But he's in the body of an African. You see? It's like putting a PC OS in a Windows mainframe with a Windows microprocessor, Windows random access memory, a Windows GPU, a Windows graphics card, but it's a Mac operating system. So it's not going. That is confusion. Off jump.
1,000 people, 1,000 soldiers on it, because God is calling me to take this position, even though I'm the pastor for, however big my audience is in hip hop, in music, or as just an influencer or a celebrity, or just as a dad and a husband in my house.
Clear confusion. He said, even though I'm a pastor for my audience, pastors don't have audiences. They have congregations. Then he said, or music, or, you see, this is confusion, family. This is not definitive talk. Leaders, captains, generals of millions of people, they don't speak like that. They know exactly what they're going to say before they say it. You know why? Because when you're an alpha or you're a leader, you have been tested. You have been battle proven. Kanye West, very creative genius, but he's super confused. Super confused.
The world is like, there couldn't be a better time to put a visionary in the captain's chair. And that's not to say we haven't had visionaries before. I'm not coming here to down any of the other. I'm not here to down Trump, down Biden. I'm just here to express why God has called me to take this position.
So when you say a visionary, you think of yourself in terms of like as an artist, as a creator, someone who has these thoughts.
Just stay a creator, Kanye. Stay a visionary. You're not a leader, brother. And this is no diss to Kanye. I love Kanye. Kanye West is a genius. But he's not a leader. He's not a leader of nothing.
They manifest in terms of music, art, creation, design, the things you do. That's why you think you're different as a visionary.
Yeah, I think I'm different from.
Yeah, man. Leaders and alphas don't think anything. Leaders and alphas know. Look, I don't toot my own horn, but I'm a leader. I'm an alpha. When I'm thinking, I don't say it. When I speak, I know what I'm talking about. If I'm talking to a group of men, I know exactly what I'm saying. I know exactly what I'm projecting. And I know exactly what I want the result to be of what I'm saying to who I'm saying it to. I don't think anything. I don't guess. I don't have an opinion on the opinion and the thinking part. That happens in my brain before I even start talking.
I mean, we're all different. So I'm definitely different from everybody. We're all different from each other. I mean, I do bump into people that seem to be like the same character inside of. Yeah, it's like
I've seen people before.
Yeah, people play the same role. It's like, I just met you before. You're just like the head of this company over here. You're the same kind of person. Yeah, I mean, I manifest. I see things. I'm a great leader because I listen and I'm empathetic and I feel the entire earth and I feel us as a species, as the human race. Like sometimes people think that utopia as almost like a negative word. That's like we couldn't have that, but I do believe in world peace. Like the people hit me with one of the things Oprah said. She said, "You got to bone up on your foreign affairs." I remember this, like because it's Oprah talking, so I'm gonna remember a lot of what the
He keeps referencing Oprah. Oprah is a documented black feminist and a traitor to the black community. Oprah, along with Gayle King, under the command of Kimberly Williams Crenshaw, demeaned and tried to destroy and defame the character of a black man after death, Kobe Bryant. Oprah ain't shit. Oprah ain't shit. Straight up. So like I said, Kanye West is confused. But, whatever.
Conversation was, but that's the first thing he said was, foreign affairs and foreign policy. Like this, I think the reason why I say leader and not politician and not even specifically the president is this is the time. When the Constitution was written, that was an innovation. Now, the world is...
Yeah, no, the fuck it wasn't. All right, so now I gotta discontinue the interview, family. Y'all can catch the rest of this. Like I said, Kanye West is super confused. The Constitution wasn't a fucking innovation. And pardon my French, family, but this type of shit gets me angry. Because, first of all, this interview got 9.9 million views. Kanye West has a huge following. And black people who don't do investigations peripherally and don't think for themselves, they believe this dumb shit. The Constitution and the crackers that wrote it were criminals. The Constitution was plagiarized from the Iroquois Confederacy, which was a document formulated by a group of black Native American Aboriginal people that resided in this land prior to Europeans even knowing the world was round. And they did it so that their tribes, quote unquote, well, nations actually, because they were nations, can operate congruently without conflict. Okay? The Iroquois Confederacy. Them fucking crackers that came over here, being banished from Britain, plagiarized the Iroquois and called the Iroquois Confederacy and called it the Constitution. The Constitution is a piece of shit, racist, inherently racist document that literally, by words, which translates into law, made black descendants of slaves the natural enemy of Europeans, of white. And that's a fact. So y'all can check the rest of this out. I pray for Kanye. He need to get from up under Kim and those sorcerers. And yeah, bro. Stop this shit, because this nigga's confused.